Hello friends, welcome to Department of Plant Pathology, KDSP Agriculture College Nasik. In previous lecture, we have studied mustard, white rust, and now today we are going to study Alternaria leaf blight of mustard. Alternaria leaf blight of mustard caused due to Alternaria brassicae and Alternaria brassicula. It is the most destructive disease and is widely distributed wherever the mustard crop is grown. It occurs all the varieties in the winter season and it spreads rapidly during in the rainy season. This disease has been reported to reduce seed yield by 27 to 80% and oil yield by 17 to 35%. The disease also affects the quality of seeds, which adversely affect seed germination and vigor of seedlings. You can see the symptoms of this Alternaria leaf blight of mustard. The same types of symptoms where we have seen in Alternaria leaf blight of sunflower. The causal organism is also same and the symptoms were also same as we have studied in previous lecture. But we will take a quick look for the symptomatology. This fungus produces brown spot on lower leaves, but the spots can also be seen on stem, sepals and petals. The lesions on the leaves are dark brown to black in color, circular to oval in shape, ranging from 0.2 to 0.5 mm in diameter. These spots later enlarge in the size, which forms concentric rings and become irregular in shape. So already I told the concentric rings is the particular marks of identification of any Alternaria disease. The spots are often surrounded by chlorotic zone with necrotic center showing yellowish color margin. Sometimes it also produces yellow halos. Under high atmospheric humidity, several spots coalesce to show bigger irregular lesions, leading to drying and defoliation of the leaves. This disease sometimes causes rotting of stem, flowers and affect the quality of seeds by reducing the germination percentage. Symptomatology of this Alternaria leaf blight. This fungus produces cylindrical conidiophores which are pale grey or yellow in color, straight or curved, simple or branched septate and bear single conidium. These conidia are cylindrical to long ellipsoidal shape, straight or slightly curved. The primary source of infection of this Alternaria blight in mustard is the infected host tissues containing infected mycelium and some weed host containing the infected mycelium. This fungus is also known as a seed-borne fungus, and secondary source of infection is always by wind-blown conidal spores. Rainy weather, cool winter climate and late sown crops are highly susceptible to attack of this Alternaria leaf blight. Now, this is all about the symptoms and the favorable conditions of this mustard Alternaria blight. Now we will see the management. For managing this disease, we have to grow tolerant varieties like BSH1. Then the next most important point is to remove and destroy the infected plant debris, as we studied that the infected plant debris containing spores, which serves as a primary source of inoculum. So such infected plant debris should be burned outside the field. Then rogue out all the weed crops which are the alternate host or which are serving as a collateral host of this pathogen should be uprooted and destroy outside the field. Similarly, we have to sow the crop at early season, that means in June, to avoid the infection of this disease. Similarly, proper spacing should be maintained, that is 60 by 30 or 45 by 30 centimeter to reduce the disease inoculum. Similarly, we can also control this disease by spraying with carbendazim at the rate of 2 gram per liter of water. And seed dressing is most important point, that if we do the seed treatment with Thyram or carbendazim before the sowing for the seeds at the rate of 2 gram per kg, then the initial inoculum of this disease is completely removed and it should be free from disease. So that's all about management of this Alternaria leaf blight of mustard. Thanks for watching this video. In next lecture we will see sclerotial wilt or Sclerotinia stem rot of mustard.